So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished setting a Delta faucet, and this faucet is, there it is, the foundation. So the 21987 LF for lead free. Anyways, that's the faucet. It's high arc and then hot and cold. It's a nice faucet, and it's a Delta, so limited lifetime warranty. Shouldn't have any trouble with that. Putty on the plastic spacer that sits in here. They got a little plastic spacer that the faucet sits on, so we got putty all the way around, so that's good. Blew out the water before we put the aerator back on, and we did give you some new supply lines down here. The old Quest tubing, the gray plastic right there sitting on the floor. That stuff, once it dries out, it tends to want to split, crack, spray, water, things like that. So we use these, the braided stainless steel, and so they're 3/8 by 1/2 inch by 20 inch supply lines. They're Fluid Master. And one thing we did note, hot side shutoff valve is existing to the home, so is the cold. So both those valves are Uponor. They're manufactured or designed for Uponor, which means, as you can see back here, they are there's a tool that opens the plastic up. That's plastic water pipe coming out of the wall. And so there's a tool that expands the pipe open, and then the valve slides in, and then the pipe contracts and closes around that valve. So there's no way to service these valves if they go bad. So hot side wasn't an issue. No water dripped during functionality, which means turning it off and on. No water began to spray. Cold side, different story. About halfway into the multi-turn movement, it starts spraying water real bad. So we tightened up the packing nut, which is sitting right there, the chrome nut right there at the very front. You can see the white plastic stem, and it stopped spraying, but I wouldn't use these ever again. I mean, if you ever need to work on this faucet, shut the house down, because the only way to resolve that issue is to replace the valve, and the only way to do that is to open up the back of the cabinet, put a different fitting in, make a transition, and then put new valves on. So anyways, it's dry now. I mean, I looked at it with the light, and so there's no water. Let me see if I can get it dry before I actually test it, but not dripping, not spraying right now. Everything's dry back there, and so the valves are yours. And like I say, if we need to replace those, we certainly can, but it's a pretty big project because you got to get into the wall. Anyway, so faucet's put together. Outside of that, this installation is done.